everyone said now. Everybody say cheese. Shout it out. Cheese. We will never be ashamed. We will be bold for Christ. Bring on a good name. To speak your name. We play not one brand new song for you, but if we play two brand new songs for you. Well, all right then, baby, let's do this. This song's called Cuff the Criminal. The moon is rising inside your veins. A death stare that was a disguise. You've got no choice but to play this game. So sleep with your sword by your side. Control.
nothing to waste. There's a tragedy that happened in your life. You were abused as a kid. You were wrong. Somebody hurt you. Somebody did evil to you. God leaves nothing to waste. He takes that wound and He takes that tragedy and He heals it and He gives us the comfort. And He says, that scar that you have in your life, that's going to mean something because there's somebody out there that's wounded right now. And the only person that they're going to listen to is somebody that has the same scars that they have. Somebody out there that's addicted to drugs right now, that's wounded, and it's like, I just need to get free of this. And somebody comes along that's never really been through anything and lived in a good neighborhood, and the worst thing they ever did was steal a pack of gum from the grocery store. And they're like, hey man, Jesus can just change your life, and you know, you don't have to be addicted to drugs anymore. And they're like, do you know what I'm going through here? And they're like, well, no, you know, I stole a pack of gum. And he's like, well, I can't relate to you. I don't know what we don't have the same scars. I'm wounded, and you haven't been wounded like I've been. Or somebody, let's just get real here. Somebody that's been abused, somebody that's been hurt, you know, somebody that's been raped, and somebody that comes along and says, you know, hey man, Jesus can heal you, and sorry that happened, and whatever. And they're like, well, has that anything like that ever happened to you? And they're like, well, you know, no. And they're like, well, you don't know how I feel. You don't know what I'm going through. How can you relate to me? But then there's somebody that comes along and says, I do know how you feel. No, really? Yeah, it happened to me. And it was a wound. But now it's healed. I said, tell me about it. I want to be healed. And then that person can speak life. Do you have scars? No. Do you have scars? No. Do you have scars? Have your wounds been healed? Because God wants to use your story of your scars, because they're beautiful to Him, and He leaves nothing to waste, and that will mean something. I know that tragedy happened in your life, but now He wants to turn that tragedy. See, those wounds that the devil was trying to destroy you, that wound that he did where life was leaving, he was trying to kill you, and God says, no, we're going to take that wound and we're going to turn it into a scar. And where the devil meant for bad to happen to you, we're going to turn it into victory. There's all these other people that have the same wound that you have, and you're going to speak life to them, and they're going to listen to you where I couldn't speak to them, I couldn't say anything to them because I haven't been through it, but the things that you've been through, you're going to encounter people in your life. And when you speak to them, you're going to be able to speak life. And they'll be able to listen. Were you addicted to drugs and now you're free? Oh man, your story's powerful. Have you been abused but now you're healed? Your story is so powerful. It's going to change people's life. That they will know that they're not useless, that they're not, that they're worth something, that they have value, that they know that there's a God who still loves them, that they have purpose. Now, have you been not just abused, but have you been the abuser? Have you been someone that has actually been the abuser? Can I tell you, Jesus came for everybody. When Jesus came, He is like saying, I have come for everybody. For God so loved the world, everybody. He came and announced Himself to shepherds, which at that time was the lowliest of occupations. He basically, what I believe He was saying was like, I've come for everybody. He came in the most humble way that He could come, being born literally as a baby in a manger, saying, I could come like a king, announcing myself with trumpets and armies and conquering everybody, but I'm not going to do that. I'm literally going to leave my throne and I'm going to come to serve. The disciples, they were like, we're really awesome, Jesus. Can we sit beside you on your right hand, your left hand? And He's like, you want to be really great? He goes, I'm going to show you how to be great. Become the least. And He knelt down and He washed their feet. He said, I'm the Son of God. There's nobody greater than me. But the Son of God did not come to be served, but to serve. I'm going to show you how to do it, boys. I'm going to show you how to do this. And a woman washing His feet, who they think she was a sinner or a prostitute or just an immoral woman, somebody who more than likely was abused. And everybody was judging her, right? Everybody's judging her. And He says, I accept her, I forgive her, I love her. And then after His death, a man that everybody was afraid of, a man that was abusing Christians, a man that was separating families, a man who was throwing Christians into jail, a man who was collecting coats while they would stone Christians, an abuser. And Jesus speaks to him and says, I have a plan for your life. And that man was the Apostle Paul, who wrote most of the New Testament, an abuser. Jesus came for everybody. the abused, and the abuser. He was wounded for everybody's transgressions. And those wounds became scars where healing happened. And by his stripes and by his scars, we can be healed of whatever the wound, no matter how deep.
You break the glass, try to hide your face. Recorded lines you just will not erase. And buried in your loss of innocence, you wanna find it again. Was I there for the worst of all your pain? Was I there when your blue sky ran away? Was I there when the rains were flooding you off of your feet? Those were my tears falling down for you, falling down for you. I'm the one that you've been looking for. I'm the one that you've been waiting for. I had my eyes on you ever since you were born. I will love you after the rain falls down. I will love you after the sun goes down. I have my eyes on you after the world's no more. Grow up and the game is on. Are you ready for me? I'm ready for you. When the bell rings out and the fight is on, are you ready for me? I'm ready for you. Time for us is out going down. Look and see who's standing now. Time for us is out going down. Look and see who's standing now. Say what you want about me. Know what you want to know about me. When you mess with those that are around me. That's right. When the lights go up and the game is on, are you ready for me? I'm ready for you. When the bell rings out and the fight is on, are you ready for me? I'm ready for you. Time for us to start going down. Look and see who's standing. Come on. Sing it. Sing it. Time for us to start going down. Look and see who's standing now. There. Let me hear it. I'm not afraid of all my enemies. Turning the other cheek. Blessing those who curse me. I honestly want peace in this world. But when you come against my country,